Eh, Ready, set. Discussing about marijuana is exciting, intense, and the people say, "What are you going if you do? We legalize the marijuana." First, we must be say that prohibit. Uh, that is, so say what exists. The first thing that must be justified and what has served prohibition. Some To me, it seems a dystopia, a world without drugs. Not because the human was born with the drugs, and a lot of drugs are legal that are so, and it is a tremendous hypocrisy to deny what a drug is. Okay. Uh, Fear is the what is a drug? A drug is a is a every substance that stimulate the nervous system. Uh, Whatever it doesn't work or whether it depresses us. There are many are legal, few are illegal. Uh, if you ask if there was a medical panel with determining the ONU, which would ban and present could not spoiling a lot of prejudices or are many capricious this prohibition whatever. Ask me, we know of the public policies as a disasters of the prohibition that have generated the prohibition. We have non-stopped having more production, more distribution, and more consumption of drugs, and we can see in the national addictions survey in 2008 and 2008 the ONU claimed that they were going to eradicate all illegal crops of cocaine and marijuana arrived in 28 and there were more fair cops when they processed to remove them and then if we don't get and then if we don't get the targets because we keep them event unit them consequence and improvise a spiral of violence in 2007. The first year after the against networks broke, there were less than 9,000 intentional murders per 100,000 inhabitants came the year 2017 was being worse than the worst year of Calderon in 2011, and we have almost 13,000 that is tripled, and not because their community. The only thing they did was simple. We want to pass it from the front uh, page to the interior planes. Then what good it is to us. Now we have a weaker state. Uh, we have co-opted police. We have obviously drug infestation in the politics, and in a challenge of any provision, who tells a single general benefit. I don't speak of a particular benefit because if there are those who have particular benefit and are criminals for their tremendous results, uh, they can arm private armies, they can corrupt the state, they can uh, infiltrate in the engage in the human traffic and many other things. Why? Because they can, because they are the most profitable business in the world. Uh, in the world, it is the most profitable illegal business. Rowing, absolutely no one but an expert could contradict me regarding a single benefit that we have that this substance is prohibited. Which brings to me the main points. The facts on both of the channels disrupted and the Senate have approved the use of marijuana in Mexico through the federal law regulating of cannabis. This will to enter into force between September or December of this year. And on elite is announced by the president for the republic. The use of marijuana in national territory remains strictly prohibited. According to the opinion approved the Senate of the Republic, the regulation of the substance responds to a fact its prohibitions transgenders the right to the development of free personality. The new Federal Cannabis Regulation Act, which we do know exactly when it came into the force, provides to three uses. First, the personal use, which allows adults of the cannabis and the derivatives in their homes, involving planting, growing, harvesting, preparing, farming, transporting, or consuming the substance. Second is the medical use, through which the people without the same benefits as personal use only submitting the prescription from the certificate physical who authorizes then the parties in question has the option to the marijuana in order to treat terminal illness. These two include sharing among those who are members of a psychoactive cannabis of association and marketing for purpose already mentioned. And the third, the researchers thus allow to the marijuana for industrial research, thus allowing to the substance in companies. However, whether good or bad must be have limits, and the laws states that the main limit we have that only adults will be able to acquire and use the marijuana legally in Mexico, uh, as well as crying or buying only 28 grams per person daily. If a person uh, of legal age wishes to have cannabis plants at home, the limit set by federal cannabis regulation is 6 plants. If more than one person wishes to grow plants personal consumption, the limit will be 8, and the nether plants, not their derivatives, can leave the house. In conclusion, no matter where has been appropriated by the government, the substance it processes still an addictive drug with a various consequences. The illegal traffic or this not going to stop. So if you are going to consume, remember to be informed about what is the auditories are allowed, and inform yourself about the legality of your seller, as well as the responsible use that you can give this plant. Thank you for your attention.